Welcome to the Jerry Graves channel. This is a channel that talks about narcissism and everything in between. I wanted to go ahead and jump straight into the topic. This is about how your voice gets affected by abuse. A lot of people talk in a way that like their voice gets really high pitched. Like if you get abused for a long time, if you're in a toxic working environment, the voice starts resonating higher. Like you get this high pitch Mickey Mouse voice that sounds kind of like really sad, right? Really sad and flat. And I call it the broken man voice, right? And everybody's experienced it, but I think that this kind of attracts like more narcissists, more toxic people to you, because it gives like you want to be able to kind of hide some of what's going on with you internally. You don't want to give it away through your voice, and people are listening for that, and then they go further. So my thing is you can get rid of it, and I think anytime that you hear it, you should get rid of it because it also makes you lose confidence. Like there's just something about it. Like you once you hear your voice, you just know that you're hit. Like yeah, I'm hurt. They got me. But what I normally do to get my voice back to normal, like inside of the turmoil, inside of the war, I do a war dance, and it's kind of a war dance type of thing, but it's not really because I don't actually dance. I don't actually do every step that they do. But whenever you see warriors from like ancient societies, tribes, and things like that, whenever they're getting prepared for war, they have their war dance. They all normally pound their feet on the ground like really hard, whether they're stomping and going in a circle or if they're jumping up and down and pounding their feet on the ground. And that does a lot. That's grounding yourself. That's our language for it, but of course you'll call it something else. But you see a lot of African tribes where people jump up and down when they're getting ready for war. And so I do that, except for I do it in a way that kind of is disguised. Like I'll jump, not jump, but I'll come up to like my tippy toes, right, and then slam my feet to the ground, or I stump on the ground if I get alone enough where people won't suspect anything of me, right? But what it does is it kind of it shakes the nerves out of you, and it just brings your voice and the resonation. The It makes your voice resonate lower in your body, and when your voice resonates lower, it also breaks up a lot of the tension that's in your midsection. That's that's one of the main places that you hold tension. It's like in your face and in your abdomen. So just having a voice that vibrates lower just kind of soothes those muscles and releases all the tension. Like you're not holding yourself as much. So while I'm doing this though, I don't just pound my feet on the ground. I also make like a deep noise, like oh, oh. Like kind of how like they would do like as a tribal in a tribal ceremony. And I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for saying like so much and so much, but I'm trying to get this out. And if you think I'm talking too slow, go ahead and speed up the pace of the video. But you just go oh like, but I'm in a position where I can't really do it, so it kind of sounds pretty weird. It would probably sound better if I was doing it as I was talking. Matter of fact, I will. So you go up and you now right now I'm pounding myself, like I'm pounding into the ground with my heels. I'm not jumping up and down. I'm coming up to my tippy toes and I'm just letting myself fall to the ground, right? And as I do that, I'm making that noise, and it kind of it brings your voice back down. Obviously, I'm not in an anxious mode right now, so you can't really tell the difference in my voice. But if I do that when I'm anxious and I've been in a toxic environment my voice changes back, like it goes back to normal. And I used to think that it doesn't really matter, like, but it does. Like, you want to actually change that if you can. And that's the video piece.